The reinforcement detailing in staircase is not as simple as that of slab, columns and beams because of the load it carries, such as self-weight, finishes and live load, which is the function it serves, that is, the vertical movement of people up and down the stairs to resist all the forces, movement and deflections. Reinforcement is used to counter them. Top reinforcements are required to resist the negative bending movement at critical sections adjacent to the support. The bottom reinforcement resists the positive bending moment at critical section in the span, and it is usually continuous over the entire area. If you enjoy my content and hope to see more of this, kindly hit the like, comment, share and subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so as to get notified anytime I drop a new video. With all being said, let's get into this video. Before we get into today's tutorial, let's do a quick summary of what we are going to be achieving at the end of this tutorial. 1. For the sake of this tutorial, we'll be measuring 16 diameter reinforcement alone. And 2. We'll be creating a template to be used for subsequent work. So with all being said, let's get into this tutorial. So I'll come to my template I have here under frame structure, staircase. So I'll come to reinforcement and activate it. Now the first 16 mm reinforcement rod is 8Y16 bar mark 10 at 165 center to center top. So reinforcement 16 mm. The total quantity we have 8. The diameter is 16. So the bar weight is going to calculate itself automatically. So I'll be showing you how to do that automatically when we get to creating our own template. So I'll press OK. So I have to locate the reinforcement 16 mm. So this is the reinforcement. It spans from this side to the other end here. So I'm going to be measuring this. So come, measure, double click, right click, stop. So I have the first one. So let's look for the second one. We have 8 number Y16 bar mark 8 at 165 center to center bottom. So this is the reinforcement. It also spans from here to the other end. So I'll come here again, activate the quantity 8, diameter 16 mm, press OK, and let's measure. Double click, click outside and press stop. So we are done with the second one. Let's go to the third one. We have 8 number Y16 bar mark 7 at 165 center to center top. Activate again. We have 8 number 16. We press OK. So let's try and locate this reinforcement. So yeah. So this is the reinforcement here. You measure. Double click, click outside, stop. So the last one, we have 16 number Y16 bar mark 05 at 165 center to center top. We have 2, 1 and 2. So we'll be measuring it together. So I'll come here again. We have 16 number, 16 diameter, OK. So click here, double click, we come to the second one, click, come outside and press stop. Now we are done with measuring the 16 mm reinforcement bar. So now it's not showing it because it's very small. So I'll show you how to get that. So let's go to estimating. Here we have the total quantity. The first one is 0.014. The second one is 0.04437. The third one is 0.01492. The last one is 0.05411. Summation of the 5 reinforcement measured 16 mm diameter we have is 0.13 tons. So let's go to creating the template. So you come to template, new tab, you can name it anything. So I'll be putting staircase reinforcement. I'll press OK. I'll come here, since we are measuring the length, I'll come here, new millimeter. So you can name it anything. Reinforcement in staircase, you select the color, so I'll put red, press OK to save it. So you can right click on this and select property, or you double click. When you double click, you go to advanced. In order to achieve what we set out to achieve, so we are going to be adding few properties to our estimating bar. So now let's add the few properties. Number one, we have rod quantity, we press OK. Number two, we have diameter, OK. And the last one, we have bar weight, OK. So now let's rearrange them. We move this up, diameter, move it up, bar weight, move it up as well. Now let's set the unit for each. Quantity is a number, so we select EA, that's each. Diameter is in mm, bar weight is in kg per meter. Done. So in order for system to ask us whenever we activate the template, so we are going to be checking these three, 1, 2, 3. So let's go to form and rearrange them. Click on form. So show unit, activate. So let's bring the three of them the same line. So click this and this. So we can as well hide all these if you don't need them, but you can leave it provided you want them to appear there, or you can as well remove them. You press OK. Now diameter, we are done. So let's do the simple calculation for our bar weight. So bring diameter, multiply by diameter, that's d squared divided by 162, the normal calculation. So we're also doing the same thing here. So the formula for getting our bar weight is d squared divided by 162. So we are also doing the same thing. So bracket, put the 2 in bracket, divided by 162. Now we are done. So now let's do the calculation. When we measure the reinforcement, the takeoff is going to be multiplied by the rod quantity, everything into bracket, multiplied by the bar weight. We can as well divide everything by 1000 to have it in tons, but now we have it in kg. So let's put everything into bracket, divided by 1000. So we change the unit tons. Now we've changed the unit to tons. So you press OK to have it saved. Okay, now let's put our template into a test. So I'll come here, activate it. I'll press OK. I'm going to be measuring all the ones that are of the same quantity together. So this, we have one here, the first one, double click. So the second one here is also 8. The third one is 8 as well. And the last one is different, so I'll click stop. So I'll come here again. The quantity is 16. Press OK. So let me locate it. This is the first one. Double click. And this is the last one. Stop. Now we are done with the measurement. So let's go back to estimating. When we check, we have 0.13. Until when next I'll be seeing you in another tutorial. You're welcome.